Right, what's up, guys? Welcome back. New Wave Intellect podcast. LD, Chuck.
What's up,
Today we're
guys?
going to be discussing our top 10 individuals of all time.
Mm.
Um, but first things first, let's get it going. How was your day, Chuck? How we doing?
I mean, I've had better days. You ever wake up and you just feel like you swallowed a sack of sand, Like everything is just dry, everything is just congested, and it's not how you want to wake up, and it's definitely not how I wanted to wake up this morning. Um I'm still recovering, quite frankly. I
Mm-hmm.
and it was one of those moments where last night I even told my mom, I was like, "Mom, I think I'm coming down with something." And then, I mean, little do you know, I woke up with Satan, coming down my throat.
Yeah, and that's one of those things. Like, you never want to wake up with a sore throat. That's one of the worst things ever,
It
period.
it oh my God, it's miserable. It's miserable. It really is terrible. How's your day, LD? How's your day?
Uneventful, I think that's a good way to describe it. Basically, just hung around. Oh, one thing I will say, I had this Minecraft world going, and
Ooh.
I died in the Nether. Lost all my
Oh.
enchanted things, enchanted items.
Oh.
So
Yeah, I mean, I had a hardcore world going for and it was such a good world, Like I was loving it,
mm-hmm.
and I died, and you die in hardcore and it's over. I
It's over.
died to a um what is it, a warden? It shot me
Oh,
through my little cave. Like I had like a little hole.
yeah.
It's got wall hacks. It's got X-ray vision.
Mm-hmm.
It's not nice. I don't like it. I don't like how they
Yeah.
just buff the hell out of that character.
Mm-hmm. Totally with you. I'm
It-
totally with you.
It's just they need to bring back skeletons, bro.
Just yeah, they need to chill on making the ODS mobs. Like they don't need. We don't need mobs that are just gonna take us out.
Truly. And I'm really digging this beanie look. I'm gonna join you. I'm gonna join you here.
It's cold here. We're in the studio. It's raining outside, so I figured maybe it's that time of year. Maybe we've got to layer up a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, no, dude. I mean,
That's the one
it's
right
getting
there. I
chilly.
like it.
It's getting
I like
chilly,
it.
It's getting
I
chilly,
like
and
it.
I mean, I already have a cold. I don't want to get colder.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
as voted on by you guys, top 10 greatest humans ever. We're gonna kill it. We're gonna hit this list. Now this is two independent lists. We did not work on this together. And I mean, I'm excited to let the people at home know who I find is the top 10 greatest people ever.
Me as well, man. I can't wait for this episode. This is gonna be a good one, boys. Stay tuned.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited, I want you guys to drop your favorite people down below. Do you want to take it away?
Yeah, why not get right into it? I
Yeah.
mean, no
There's
reason
no
not to.
time like right now.
It's one reason we're here. Should we start with maybe we each give an honorable mention?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, my honorable mention, personally, I think it's gonna go out to Shane Gillis. Big big fan of
Wow.
the funniness, but also I feel like comedy is such a like interpersonal thing that not everyone's going to find his stuff funny, and I see both sides, so chose to leave him off the list. But I feel like a lot of the stuff I watch, I have a good giggle at.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that's a incredible, honorable mention. I originally had him on my list, and then I just kept thinking of people. I was like, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Shane, but you're off.
so many people.
My honorable mention, we mentioned him last episode, is gonna be Mahatma Gandhi. Now,
Hmm.
I think just what he did for India is just without question, it's unbelievable. But I think due to some of his other things that we discussed, you know, he's got a little bit of a wicked side to him. So He's an honorable mention.
I'm with you. Totally with you. You want to give us number 10? You want
All
to lead
right.
it off?
I'll start us off. My number 10, and I mean, I went everywhere. I did not, I didn't just do people alive today. I
Yeah,
didn't.
me neither.
I kind of just hit all times. It is greatest humans of all time. So I really wanted to just hit a spectrum. And I mean, I
Okay.
think my number 10 is a human who has done so much good, and it's going to be Abraham Lincoln. Now,
Nice.
I think that he's just, without question, one of the greatest presidents we've had. I think him freeing the slaves was just an incredible, incredible thing to have said that you done, like
Hmm.
I don't think a lot of people can be like I freed slaves, like Abraham Lincoln is able to say. Um,
Hmm.
Rest in peace. I mean, I think that's just disgusting. John Wilkes Booth, he'll never have a seat at my table.
Ever. I mean, what they say, you must be doing something right or something really wrong if they assassinate you for it. And I mean, Abraham
Exactly.
Lincoln was just one of those guys that he wasn't doing much wrong. He
No,
was only doing good, and so you just
only.
know like he was doing a lot of good, and that's why they took him out. He was,
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Too soon,
All right.
one could say.
Yeah, I mean, he had a lot more left to give,
Yeah.
I think. So, all right. Well, my number 10, I'm throwing a bit of a curveball here. Kurt Cobain, the founder of
Wow.
Nirvana. Founder of
Wow.
Nirvana. You know,
Okay, okay.
I think the the like mainstreamness of rock music was really streamlined through one Nirvana and two Kurt Cobain, and as a founding member of Nirvana and the lead vocalist and the primary songwriter, like his impact on rock music and kind of that anti-establishment persona that rock music portrays is, you know, I think undeniably one of the most widely recognized and influential rock musicians, and in the general music world as well. Like, there's no denying his impact.
Yeah.
So,
No, you're right. Undeniable impact. I just wish he wasn't troubled with demons.
yeah,
I think that's
another one of those.
another one where it's gone too soon, you know?
And that, yeah, I mean, like a guy who struggled with addiction and, you know, depression, and one of those things, like, we got to ask for help. We got to normalize it. We got to,
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
it more, mainstream to share our emotions and get help. So
I
rest in
completely
peace.
agree. Rest in
Rest in
peace.
peace.
He's an undeniable legend of the universe, you know.
Yeah,
My
for
number
sure.
9 is it's gonna be Theo Von. Um,
Lies.
I think Theo is my favorite comedian at the moment. I
Hmm.
think what he stands for and how he is as a person is great. I've seen a couple clips of him recently at shows being like, "Man, I'm trying not to kill myself," and I just really hope he's doing okay. I don't want him to, you know, do something drastic.
Hmm. Yeah, no doubt. Definitely one we need to protect. I think it
100%.
really, he's revolutionized the modern comedy game. You know,
Oh, oh,
just
tremendously. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a
hmm
gem. He's a gem.
truly a gem. Well, a guy you look at and it's just like, man, I would love to meet that guy. I would love to have a conversation with him.
Oh, I mean, dude, I could probably talk to that guy for hours on end.
Hmm.
He's
Yeah,
just a treat.
we're working on getting him on the show, right?
We are,
We're
no,
good.
for sure. For sure. I think Jerome has been in contact with his agent.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Jerome, where are we at on that? All right. Yeah. Not. I mean, in due
I
time,
mean,
we'll
yeah,
get there.
exactly, in due time.
We'll get there.
So
All right.
let's hear your number 9 here.
I'm gonna go with the the founder of Western philosophy, one might say, Socrates. I'm
Wow.
gonna go
I mean,
Socrates as my number 9.
wow.
Yeah,
That's a great pick. It's a great pick.
I mean, one of those guys you kind of look at and it's like, where do you start? Because,
Truly.
I mean, many credit him as the founder of Western philosophy and like kind of the ethics that we still see to this day. And
Yeah.
for someone that's like died in, what was it? I don't know, 400 BC,
Oh, yeah,
and
dude.
for his ideas to still be living on, what does that say about you? And then another thing, like, I'm pretty sure he was sentenced to death. So
Probably.
another
Probably.
another one of those instances where like you're doing something right, they got to take you out. And
Yeah.
so it's kind of bizarre that that's how it works, but the great ones seem to live shorter and shorter.
Yeah. No, truly, and he's one of my, I mean, I will say he is on my list, and I'm not going to
Mm-hmm.
tell you where, but he's there, and we'll get to him
So,
soon.
alrighty, let's
Number
see.
8. So
Yep.
number 8 for me, I did cheat a little bit.
Okay.
I did a duo because I think their duoship is so good that they pretty much are one person.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be Rhett and Link from Good Mythical Morning.
There you go.
When I think of my childhood, when I think of YouTube growing up, I think of Rhett and Link. I mean, these two guys just fully encapsulate friendship. Um, they are just the saints of YouTube, as I like to call them. They've never had controversy. They've never been mean to anybody. They are truly just two incredible specimens.
Mm-hmm.
And I love them. I love them very much. And they're some of my favorite people on this earth.
Yeah. I mean, really couldn't have put it better themselves. Another one of those examples of just you can't find a flaw. You can't
You,
find much
yeah.
negative.
I mean,
So
I like compiling this list. I did write a pros and cons for like a lot of the people just to kind of see where they would rank. And the Rhett and Link cons list was extremely short.
yeah. Oh, undeniably.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
great
All
guys.
right, no doubt. We're on sitting at we're 8, right?
We're
Number
eight.
8.
We're eight. We're eight. Yep.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with an MLB Hall of Famer, but more so known for something else. Jackie Robinson breaking the color
Wow.
barrier in baseball.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, just freaking the the martyr of ending racial segregation in professional baseball, and a freak athlete, not to mention. I mean, went to UCLA, was on the football team, baseball team, a star football player. He was even drafted into World War II, and he was court-martialed for that because he refused to sit at the back of a segregated army bus, and
Wow.
so he was dishonorably discharged. And God, I mean, the impact that he had. What more is there to say about that, Jackie
I
Robinson?
mean, 42, man. 42. He's
Yeah,
he's a legend.
one
Um
of those guys. He's got his own day. You're not allowed to wear his number in baseball anymore.
um just what he did for, like you said, the segregation, for what he did for baseball, what he did for stealing
Mm-hmm.
bases. It's undeniable what he did for baseball, what he did for the black community. He deserves a spot on your list. He really does.
I agree.
Now, number 7, you know, he's the reason we're here today. Um, he is, you could say, the father of America. I got George Washington on my list.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think it's hard to deny his value in our current world. I mean, we wouldn't there's a debate that we wouldn't even be able to make this podcast. We would probably still be in England and eating, you know, potatoes.
Yeah, yeah, it's possible. I mean, we might still be under British rule.
Yeah.
As crazy as that sounds, if it weren't for his bravery and the other men and women who fought under his lead.
Oh my gosh. I mean, my respect to every person in the, original colonies. And I
Hmm.
was gonna, shout out some more like Hamilton and, like Jefferson and
Yeah,
all of those guys, but I think Washington is truly the man you look at, you know.
yeah, definitely. I mean, he's the headliner for sure. He's the
Oh,
headliner.
come on.
Everybody wanted a piece of him, and
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but yeah,
Even women I've heard.
yeah,
They wanted more than just a piece.
yeah. Him and his wooden teeth, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Wanted the
yes,
whole
wooden or
pie.
maybe ivory, right? They might be I also
Yeah,
heard they could have been like boar teeth.
yeah. Rumors, right? Yeah,
Yeah, right. But the man's dead. He can't even defend his honor.
which is bull. So
Yeah,
bring him back,
yeah.
science.
Right?
All
Like
right.
they're like what?
Mm-hmm.
They're like bringing back woolly mammoths, but they can't bring back our first president. I don't buy it. I don't
I
buy
don't
it.
buy it. Yeah. How about how about that one? Mainstream media.
They don't want to cover it, you know? It's just
Yeah,
disgusting.
they don't. All right. Number seven. Number seven. I'm gonna go Robin Williams,
Oh man.
and this one, kind of has to be explained with the somber tune, but like, just one of the all-time comedy greats, and unfortunately lost his fight with depression, addiction, and anxiety, and just really unfortunate to have lost such a great like that. I think this one doesn't need too much explaining. Just one of the greats. You
No.
you ever watched? Do you ever watch the movie Mrs. Doubtfire?
Oh man, have
I
I
mean,
now? I
that's
mean,
a classic.
that was the first, you know, episode of cross-dressing I've witnessed, and it was I
Yeah,
don't I think it's probably the best of all time.
yeah, no doubt. I mean, a guy that broke down barriers and
Oh my gosh.
was revolutionary, and we miss him. Rest in peace.
Rest in
A
peace.
guy, a guy, a guy that the world would benefit from having his gentle tone in today's world. So
100%.
yeah,
I won't ever forget the first time I ever saw him. It was in Good Will Hunting.
yeah,
And I was like, who is this guy?
God,
And then I just started watching his old stand-up clips. The way he was able to bring light to almost any situation is truly undeniable. And I mean, he is. I mean, in high school, I played or I cross-dressed and played a woman
hmm
and I took a lot of inspiration from Mrs. Doubtfire.
hmm yeah. I mean, unreal individual. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Number six for me, and I think this might be a curveball, but this man shaped, I would say, 80% of young boys. Stan Lee. I mean,
Mm,
that guy just where would I be without him? You know, where would I be without Marvel Studios, without Captain America, without Thor? I mean, this guy is a
yeah.
pioneer of superheroes. I think Stan Lee is just one of the most creative people ever. I mean, that guy just he deserves so much respect and I just I'm a diehard fan of Stan Lee and I always will be.
How can you not be? I mean, not only to mention his work with Marvel and comics and superheroes, but just a great guy, great individual from the things that I've heard, and just a stand-up guy, kind of like you alluded to, and
Yeah.
that only I think that's a great add to your list.
I appreciate that. Yeah. I think like even
Hmm.
his story, starting out as a little coffee guy, just to
Hmm.
then creating Spider-Man. I mean, you can't you can't write a better story, you know.
No, no, absolutely not, absolutely not. All right, cracking into the top six now. I'm
Yep.
gonna go with you know my favorite my favorite actor of all time. Go with Christian Bale.
Wow.
You know, might
Wow.
might be
Okay.
listed as a curveball, and sure, he doesn't have the universal impact on say social justice and stuff like that, but my list, and if he's had an impact on me, I'm gonna throw him on, and that's a guy that I see on the screen, and I'm like that's who you could model yourself after. I think his temperament and just his overall stature and everything is you know uh, someone striving to be a good individual, a positive male figure, can look to that and strive to be that.
Yeah, I think that's a wonderful, wonderful point. What is your favorite film of his?
Well, it's a toss up. It's not the Dark Knight trilogy. I think those are terrific movies, but
Yeah.
I'm almost tempted to go with American Psycho. I
Yeah.
know that's one of those you either hate it or you love it.
Yeah. And I
Yeah,
think even the creation of that movie is pretty spectacular too.
isn't it?
I watched an interview with Mr. Bale, and he
Mm-hmm.
was just kind of going over how he fought tooth and nail to, kind of make that movie happen with the specific director. It was great story, and also hearing Christian Bale's real voice is always a shock. If you guys don't know his
Isn't it?
real voice, go Google it now because it's a shock. The first time I heard it, I was like, whoa. I mean, that even boosts his credibility as an actor because it was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not gonna spoil what it is, so just
No,
go take a listen.
go, yeah. I mean, it is shocking. Now,
Mm-hmm.
we're in the top five now. Yeah.
Top five.
So top five, we're kicking it off with Alexander the Great. I mean, you can't have a greatest list without the great. I mean, come on. That dude with his conquest of Europe. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
how can you deny his just outstanding military work, his unbelievable, you know, methodical takeover of such a large plot of land? I mean, Alexander the Great is just, I mean, it's in the name. Come on.
Yeah.
You can't really say
if you
much.
if you get the great in
Yeah.
your name, it says everything.
It
It says
it
everything.
really does. It really does. He's awesome. He's really is awesome.
I agree.
Thank you.
All right, cracking my top five. I'm gonna go William Shakespeare.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow.
One of those guys that in high school English you kind of sat there and despised, but then you kind of look back at your experiences with a lot of his mainstream stuff, Macbeth and Hamlet and Romeo and Juliet, and to reminisce on it, you're like, isn't it just incredible that all of that stuff still portrays modern themes? And that's just one of the biggest things that's resonated with me. If you're gonna go and make plays back in the you know whenever it was and have them still stand true to this day, you're doing something right and you're a mighty influential person.
Completely agree. I was having a discussion with my writing professor and he was like we both were just talking about how it's unbelievable exactly what you were saying that I mean stuff written hundreds and hundreds of years ago can still be so applicable.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I think especially with dialogue, like creating a character so realistic that it does not just transcend, acting, but it transcends history. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's magnificent, it's brilliant. I think when you talk about entertainment, movies, musicals, Hamlet, or sorry, Shakespeare's just the guy, you know?
Yeah, really the guy, and he had that ability to write these plays in such a way that you really, you could close your eyes and you could almost picture it, what it was like
Oh,
in whatever
yeah.
a medieval castle,
Oh,
whatnot.
so detailed. I mean, and if you can really, get to the point where you're understanding what he's saying, because it is very, it can
Hmm.
almost be like a puzzle in itself to kind of understand what he's saying with your, language. But um
Hmm.
yeah, brilliant. Lovely pick. I think he deserves to be there.
Yeah. All right,
Now
for
number
you.
so number four for me, I think he is when I think of a another type of saint, another type of angel, I think he was perfectly placed on this earth to only spread love and joy, and it's Markiplier. Um,
I
I
like
love
it.
Markiplier. There's like no other way around it. I love him. I think I don't really believe in parasocial relationships because I find them slightly weird, and if you
Hmm.
are somebody who does do those parasocial relationships, I believe that you might be a little obtuse and
Yeah.
a little wretched and slightly concerning. But if I were to have to be parasocial to somebody, it would probably be Markiplier.
Yeah.
I, he's a
Uh,
great guy.
recently, just what did he celebrate his wedding anniversary?
No,
Just
no, he just
recently.
got married. Yeah,
Really?
just
I thought.
yeah. I know
Okay.
because his longtime partner Amy, they've been
I
together
was.
forever.
Yeah. See, I had thought they were already married. That's why I was kind of
Yeah, I mean it's
saying.
beautiful. I love him. I mean, there was a moment, remember his Unis Honest channel where it was like he would delete
Hmm.
the videos after a year and and I was so into those videos that I would screen record them so I could watch them at a later juncture.
In case he needed him more than a year later, right?
Exactly. I mean, man, what an impact he also had on YouTube. I mean,
Hmm.
just watching his Outlast Let's Play for the first time, there's nothing like it. There's literally nothing like it.
Hmm. I'm gonna go. See, I went in a similar direction for my
Okay,
fourth spot.
okay.
Um, Not quite Markiplier, but just another individual that really revolutionized the my youth and the YouTube game. I'm gonna go with the Diamond Minecart Dan TDM. Uh,
Yeah,
a
yeah,
dude that I just grew up watching. It didn't matter. It didn't matter what he posted. I was gonna sit down. I was gonna watch it. I was gonna lay down. I was gonna watch it. And you know the stories that he would put you through and portray through Minecraft, and the things that he would do that would make you wish that you could do what he was doing, and
oh, yeah,
that sort of feeling of interpersonalness with somebody that you're just seeing over the screen was you know something to behold.
man. I mean, you put it in such a spectacular way. Yeah, I mean, Dan TDM is just, he's truly one of the greatest YouTubers ever. I think if we did
Yeah.
a greatest YouTuber ever list, he would be on both of ours because he truly just
Hmm.
deserves that title, that claim.
And
Uh,
a guy you can also, you can tell that he's just a great individual because he took time to step away from YouTube to,
yeah, that's
when he had a
important. And
child.
even with Minecraft YouTubers, a lot of the time they're either pedophiles, they like to
Hmm.
prey on children. A lot of the time you see them have relations with children or even, have sex with kids or send nudes to kids, something along the line with children. And once you find a long time Minecraft YouTuber with no pedophilic allegations, it's beautiful to see. And I don't know what it is,
Hmm.
but it's almost like like
There's
a
something off.
curse. It might be a curse.
It is. There's something there. Top three,
Oh,
huh? Top three.
wow. Top three. I mean, this guy. Uh, we already mentioned him. It's Socrates. I mean, dude, Socrates. He's one of my favorite people ever. I mean, he's always been in my top three throughout any time in my life. You could ask me when I was three. You could ask me when I was six. When I was 6 months. I'm saying Socrates. I think just what he brought to philosophy in general, and both of us being very philosophical minds. I mean, that guy, I like to look at us almost as like a Plato, as like a Socrates, as like an Aristotle, as like a Marcus Aurelius, you know? It's just
Modern
it's
day. Yeah.
yeah, the modern day, we could be anybody we want to be, and just his thinking of thinking just revolutionized the human brain.
hmm I mean, couldn't have said it better myself. We both had him on the list for a reason.
Yeah,
And
for a reason.
yeah, great individual. Earned his spot on both of our lists for sure.
Thank you.
Well earned. Number three, I'm gonna go with you know quite possibly the goat African American. I'm gonna go Martin Luther King Jr.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Um, yeah, just another one of those dudes. Where do you start with this guy? Like maybe he had his issues off the field, but a guy that stood for all the right things and really did his part in trying to better the future of the United States as a whole and stand up to villainy, really. And the way in which he went about it, I'd say was almost perfect. And I think all that overshines, maybe the few issues he had off the
Yeah.
field.
Yeah. Off the field, he might have committed adultery, but
Mm-hmm.
on the field, I mean, that guy is just undeniable. His speeches were some of the best. And it's funny
Yeah.
you brought him up as the greatest African American of all time because at my number two slot, I have him what I believe is the number one greatest African American of all time. And it's a similar, we both looked at this as a similar route. I mean, two pivotal players in the civil rights movement, but mine is Malcolm
Mm-hmm.
X,
That's where I thought you were gonna go.
which might be a little controversial. I mean, Malcolm X is, I mean, similar vein as Martin Luther, but he took a more radicalized, aggressive approach. But I also just like Malcolm X. I think he's like the coldest dude ever. I think his aura is just
Yeah.
unbelievable. He's awesome. I think, as Martin Luther was almost holy, almost like his speeches gave, they bolstered the heart, they raised spirits. Malcolm X's speeches, they raised like a vendetta almost. Like
Mm-hmm.
that, just creating that atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Both of those guys are so dope. And
Yeah.
I've loved Malcolm X for so long.
Yeah. I think me being a hyper competitive individual, I think me personally, I resonate more with Malcolm X's approach, and I think I see his approach more, and so I think this one could have gone either way. I think it was just a
And
tomato tomato thing,
I
and
think I'm glad that we have both of them, so they both get
hmm
that shine because both of these guys are incredible revolutionary individuals, but if I had to either, walk across a bridge and be nonviolent and get beaten by police, or would
hmm
I rather go out there and fuck some racists up? I mean, I'm
yeah,
fucking some racists up 10 times out of 10.
I would agree with that predicament
Yeah.
wholeheartedly. I would agree with
Uh,
that predicament.
And we do.
We
Most
do.
weekends we go out and we bash in um neo-Nazis' kneecaps with baseball bats.
True fact. Fact check that.
Yeah.
The comeback is true.
Yep.
This
Yep.
is true.
Number two,
All
this is
right.
big. This is big for you.
Mm-hmm. This is a big one. Somebody we've already said.
Whoa.
I think a
Whoa.
guy, to your point, paved the way, so to speak, for maybe the individuals that we just spoke of. Abe Lincoln, the good Abe
Yeah.
Link.
Yep.
I
Yep.
think
It's
he
fair. It's fair.
was one of those guys that he carried the Union. He
Yeah.
revolutionized the whole concept of leadership with a more empathetic approach than I think we were used to seeing in that time frame. And
Oh, totally.
the phrase quiet confidence, and he kind of had that smugness about him, but still did what he had to do, still got his shit right to the point. And so I think overall, just a timeless human, as one
Truly.
must
And
say.
I heard they're making like a movie about actually him being gay. Jerome, can we get some intel on that? Um, thanks, Jerome. It looks like he might have had an intimate relationship with his friend Joshua Speed.
Speed.
I
Speed, huh?
mean, he is very
Wow.
famous these days, so maybe it like you said, it transcends. He's a timeless individual. Maybe he never left.
It's very possible. Power, wisdom, and depth.
Yeah,
Abe Lincoln.
truly. Wow. Well, here it is. Now, the number one greatest human ever for Chuck. Instead of saying his name, first off, I would like to give a little backstory. This guy defined me as the man I am today. He is the reason I am me. There's very few people who have had the impact on my life as much as this fella has, and I think I'm going to, you know, not only do I cherish him, I almost feel like he's a god. It's Patrick Kane. I mean, Patrick
Mm,
Kane, dude, the greatest American-born hockey player of all time. Um, I mean, my idol growing up as a hockey player, my favorite number, 88. I mean, he's that guy. I mean, he has the best backhand in NHL history. He's the best shootout player of in America in NHL history. I mean, people talk about Wayne Gretzky, they talk about Mario Lemieux, they talk about uh Ovechkin,
Ovechkin.
right? What about Patrick Kane? I mean, me being a hockey player
There's not enough talk.
for over a decade, they don't speak on Patrick Kane's legacy. They don't speak on his greatness. They don't speak on his impact. I mean, you look at stats, but you don't look at overall impact. Showtime, baby. I mean, showtime. And I just think that he is also the greatest goal celebrator of all time. He revolutionized hockey celebrations. And I feel like that's enough said. He's my favorite human ever, and I don't think that will ever change. Yeah, Patrick Kane, baby, all day, every day.
Well, yeah, I mean, Patrick Kane's battles with the Boston Bruins in the Stanley Cup will, you know, they'll be quietly remembered
Man, I'm
for sure
glad
in
you know about
NHL
that because
history.
there was I vividly remember when they won that game and they were down by 2 goals in the fourth or in the third period with like a few minutes left, and I turned off the TV. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I can't watch my boys, and I'm wearing a Blackhawks. I mean, because come on. Um,
There you go.
and I turned off the TV. A few minutes go by, turn back on. They're hoisting the cup in the air. I'm like, are you kidding me? I just missed the greatest
Yeah,
sequence of sports history, man.
yeah. Well, at least the result was what it was, right?
True, true, true. And maybe they wouldn't have won if I didn't turn that TV off. I tell myself that sometimes.
Yeah, I think that's fully okay to acknowledge.
Thank you.
I think our number one spots, the fact that they go in a similar direction really says something about, a young man's youth and how athletes just, you know,
Hmm.
how guys gravitate towards them when they're younger and how they can become such role models and, you know, how they can make one chase their dreams. And so, my number one, I was torn. I was torn between what sport to go down, but I
Ooh,
think I'm gonna have to go Tom Brady.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Even being a Seattle Seahawks fan myself, and
Oh man.
his Patriots putting the dagger in us in Super Bowl 48,
I
or
mean,
whatever
why
it was.
not? Why not run the ball? I don't even think that's not
No,
even Brady's fault. That's
it's not a
Pete
question.
Carroll's fault. That's Pete
Yeah,
Carroll's fault.
but the fact of the matter was that we fell at our knees at Tom Brady's feet, and
I mean, you fell on your knees and he gave you something to, look at when you were on your knees. And
yeah, he
I
did, and
but I mean, the only criticism I can have of Mr. Brady is, you know, the clips of him just full on tugging down his son. And I,
isn't that shit weird?
it's a little
Isn't
weird.
that shit weird?
And I'm glad because I understand childhood impact, and I'm glad that, you know, if Adrian Peterson never beat his kids, he would have been on my list. I was the biggest Adrian Peterson fan growing up.
Right?
I
Yeah.
had his jerseys, I had everything.
I had the exact same thought.
Like he would have probably been number
I'm a
two.
I played quarterback. I'm a lefty. Michael Vick was my
Oh
guy.
man,
But the dog stuff, I just couldn't get it out one ear. So
yeah, yeah. And I'm not trying to hate on your number one pick. I just want to, bring in that avenue of because Patrick Kane,
yeah,
I mean, he beat up a taxi driver. That was a big thing. Um,
yeah. I mean, that's just one of those things that when you go down the athlete rabbit hole, they're under the microscope of the media. That everything is going to be seen. Everything is going to be
yeah,
heard, and
yeah.
whatever. Who knows what that taxi driver Patrick Kane, or who knows, maybe Tom Brady's just a little weird up here, and he's just trying to be a good dad. But
Mm.
it's everything's under such a scrutiny that we
That is
see
a
it
good
all.
point. I mean, that is a
We
good
see it
point,
all.
and um, I think Tom Brady being your number one just makes sense. He's the greatest football player of all time. I mean,
Hmm.
and there's no debate
And
around that.
it's one of those sports. I think like football and football and hockey are the only two sports where there's really a a consensus greatest of all time.
That is true.
And so I think there's something to be said about that.
Wait,
With the
that being who?
NBA,
That being who with hockey?
guy he played for Edmonton.
So now you're pissing me off because you're trying to go come out here and claim that Wayne Gretzky's the greatest of all time when it's very clearly Patrick Kane. And we can get into this debate, but I feel like it's just pointless. And if anybody in the comment section down below disagrees with my take, I think that you need to check yourself and understand that you didn't play hockey for 10 years. I mean, I think I come from a background where I would know I'll 1v1 you, on the ice, and I will make you look silly. So, Patrick Kane is my GOAT. I think to say that there's a consensus GOAT when you're looking at the biggest Patrick Kane fan of all time, you need to check yourself, LD. And I don't mean to press you, but you know, the guy from Edmonton, that just pissed me off.
Yeah, I mean, you can. Everyone's entitled to their opinions, but I think the box scores speak otherwise.
Okay, okay, yeah, whatever, man, whatever. Yeah. Now,
It's not a slight at all.
no, and I'm not taking it as one, but I am, I really am. I mean, the love that I cherish for
Hmm.
for
Well,
Patrick Kane.
and there you go.
It's
The
super biased. It's a
the
biased take.
love.
Because I think I'm the only person on Earth who would actually fight tooth and nail to claim that Patrick Kane is better than Wayne Gretzky. Um, I think I'm the only person, and
Now I know that,
yeah,
but also
exactly.
at the same time, it's like this, this whole ordeal kind of goes to show that the love a young man forms with his favorite athlete.
No, yeah, yeah. Wow. Like there was a time in my life where I would have been gay for like I would have completely just had a homosexual marriage with Patrick Kane and we would probably adopted a bunch of kids and I don't think there's anything wrong with even thinking that.
You know, everybody is guilty of saying homosexual things about their favorite teams or favorite players. I think.
Oh yeah. I mean, I saw this one clip on TikTok today about Drake May and it was just this man saying a whole lot of very sexual things about Drake May and I had to scroll because it was a little
Yeah.
concerning.
No, I think a lot of that stuff is fairly concerning to me. I mean, but desperate times, like if your team's at the 1 yard line on the Super Bowl and they need to just hand the ball off and they don't do it, maybe some words get uttered, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
sports definitely it's an interesting thing. Sports carries so much, what's the word like passion, they
Hmm.
carry so much emotions and it is definitely okay, sorry, I feel like we got on a tangent there. You were saying that, football, hockey, very consensus greatest players of all time, but basketball, MLB, I feel soccer, well, soccer's debatable too.
Yeah,
Like,
I
who is
think
your greatest basketball player of all time?
the way I always think about it is there's a difference between greatest and best, and
See,
I think
I agree, and I think I know where you're going,
yeah,
but
I
continue.
think when I think of greatness, I think of legacy, and there's nobody's legacy triumphs that of Michael Jordan's. But then at the same time, you look at the statistics, and I mean, Bron's got him in quite a few spots, and
Yeah,
so I don't think it's crazy to say LeBron is the best basketball player while Michael Jordan is the greatest.
I
Because
agree.
and you don't see guys going down to Foot Locker to buy the LeBrons.
Or you don't
Yo, bro,
see, you don't see people getting shot for a new pair of bronze. People,
yo, bro, run those Braun 15s.
yeah,
No,
like no.
uh-uh.
I agree. I agree.
Bro, run those LeBron soldiers. Run them, holding you at gunpoint. Like,
Yeah, like nobody's
nobody
doing
does
that.
that.
I bought a pair of bronze for my like sixth grade basketball season and rolled my ankle 3 times in the same game.
Hmm.
And they were high tops. Like the ankle support just isn't even there.
Materials have come a long way, but that's not to take away that he's the NBA's all-time leading scorer either.
No,
So
no, no. And I'm not trying to make that debate, but I do think that LeBron is the best. I mean, skill wise and body wise. I mean, on a similar vein, MLB is also a debated thing.
yeah, I mean, old heads will say Babe Ruth, but then
Personally, I think I'm Team Barry Bonds, bro.
yeah, I don't slight anybody for the steroid use during that era.
No,
I think
I
it
don't
made the
either.
sport more watchable.
Yeah. And it's
I'm
like, dude,
also
put his
I'm a
ass in the
Mariner
fucking
guy,
Hall of Fame.
right? I mean, I don't know. It's stupid. Like,
No, yeah, no, I know you are a Mariner fan. I see all your stories, all your reposts.
I'm a Ken Griffey guy. Ken
Hmm.
Griffey Jr.
Okay. You like
Hmm.
that cow fella?
Oh yeah, Cal Raleigh. That's my MVP. Sorry to all the Aaron Judge lovers out there, but no disrespect to Aaron Judge. He's having a historic season, but Cal Raleigh's my guy. I'm gonna
You're
pray
gonna
that he
ride him
wins
out.
MVP.
You're gonna ride him.
I'm gonna I'm gonna ride Cal Raleigh to the MVP award.
As you should, just ride him out until he finishes and gets that damn MVP, And
Hmm.
soccer's debated too, but I'm fully Messi. Um, I think,
I'm a messy guy,
yeah, it's got to be messy. And it's like I think,
definitely.
in a similar fashion as you're gonna ride um Cal, I'm gonna ride messy, and I think the only way you should ride is if it is messy.
All right, all right, yeah, I'm with you.
Thank you. I mean, I appreciate that. I really
Think
do.
that's on the right track.
Yeah.
Think,
And he
yeah,
was almost on my list, but I just don't watch soccer enough to like actually like have, good points to really, throw him on
yeah,
my
it
list.
doesn't have a lasting impact on me either.
Yeah. And
Agreed.
I was close to putting Jesus on my list, but I was also like, I don't really know because if I was doing religious people, then it would have been like Muhammad, Jesus,
Muhammad, Jesus,
yeah.
all of
So,
them.
yeah, so
All of
I
yeah, it's
decided, those are, I just feel like they would have taken over the list and made them, very similar.
tried to stay away from religious individuals. I think they fall into their own category.
I completely agree. And maybe one day we'll rank those guys, but I don't think we should. I really don't. I feel like that would,
Might be the end.
yeah, that could be the end of everything good. We would just offend a whole lot of people. Okay.
Well, this has been fun, man. Ranking the top
Very.
10 individuals. I think this is a new all time high for the New Wave Intellect podcast. And next episode, we're gonna be even better. It's just gonna
Eh,
be up and up, up and up. We'll
yeah.
promise that
Yep. You know, um, the new wave intellect strives for only improving. Because if you aren't
every episode.
improving, then, what are you really doing?
You're degrading. You're getting worse. Tell you what.
Yeah. Yeah. And I only like degradation in the bedroom. I'll be the first to say it. Anyway, guys, have a great rest of your night. Everybody out there,
This.
everybody listening, thank you all. And we'll be back soon for a little special episode. Stay tuned.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
Peace out, y'all.